Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm Martin and welcome back. This is Sturm, an exotic hand cannon, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can obtain this weapon for yourself in today's video. It's one of the few weapons to drop from a quest line. To begin this, head to Nessus and start up the Captain quest. This is the first quest in a chain, but you'll get the necessary items to get this exotic from the second quest in this chain, called My Captain. During this quest, you'll be led by a friendly Vex Harpy who will help you uncover the fate of the Exodus Black crew, and once you complete the second mission, My Captain, you'll receive an energy weapon, a sidearm called Drang, as well as the actual quest item which will appear in your kinetic weapon slot. So first you'll need to go to the cryptarch in the tower, and that will reveal the first set of steps that you need to complete. So firstly here, you'll need to decrypt 5 legendary engrams, 1 exotic engram, and kill 10 fallen on Nessus using Drang. Now, it's a bit of a pain trying to do this step because obviously you need an exotic engram and those aren't easy to come by. I've seen a lot of people been getting exotic engrams from completing public events, not even the heroic versions, just public events in general, so that is one way of obtaining an exotic engram. However, the way I got mine was actually from completing a Crucible match. Now, do note that when I completed this Crucible match, I had the Fireteam Medallion Consumable active, and what this does is it increases your XP gains and loot for you and members of your fire team for 4 hours. So the reason I could have gotten this exotic is because I had this Consumable active, but I don't know yet if it is still possible to get an exotic from the Crucible without this Consumable. But just a heads up, that's how I got mine. And in case you're wondering what exotic I got the Peacekeeper's leg armor for my Titan. The perk on this exotic is called Mecha Holster, reloads sturred submachine guns and allows you to ready them instantly. So once you've decrypted the engrams, the cryptarch will then tell you to go speak to Tyra Khan, who's located at the farm. So go speak to her, she'll give you the next steps for the quest, and she'll also have a higher power level version of Drang available at 260 attack for 10 legendary shards. So you might want to pick that up as well. Once you've done that, you'll then need to head back to Nessus, and you'll have 2 more steps to complete. Kill multiple Fallen with Drang without reloading, and you need to do that 10 times, and you'll also need to kill 10 powerful Fallen with Drang, and this means yellow or orange bar enemies. Now this one can be a little bit frustrating as well. It took me a bit of time just because it was difficult coming across yellow and orange bar Fallen, but I found the best way was to just wait for Fallen public events. Your best bet is either the Servitor public event that can take place just outside where Failsafe is located, or in the Cistern where sometimes the public event can be the Fallen excavation crews. Once you've done that, go speak to Tyra again and she will give you the final step for the quest, and that is to complete the Exodus Crash Strike. Now the strike will appear on your map as a quest, so you'll actually need to go to Nessus and physically activate the strike, and from there it'll pull you into the strike. You can't do it from the menu, you need to physically go there yourself. So work through the strike as you would, you don't need to do anything special, just play through it, defeat the boss at the end, and lastly head back to Tyra once again to claim your reward. And that is how you get Sturm. Now this is a pretty interesting weapon because of its perks and the way it interacts with other weapons. So its exotic perk is called Accomplice. Kills with this weapon fill a magazine of equipped energy weapon from reserves. And its other perk is called Storm and Stress. Kills with energy weapons grant bonus precision damage until next reload. So killing enemies with this weapon will fill up the ammo of your currently equipped energy weapon. Now if you actually have the sidearm Drang equipped, this has a special perk that also interacts with Sturm. So its perk Together Forever, kills with this weapon fill Sturm's magazine. So as you can see in the gameplay right now, in the background is me testing out these weapons, and what these perks mean is that essentially you never have to reload as long as you keep switching between these 2 weapons, which I suppose is kind of neat, but it realistically isn't the most convenient thing and isn't really something you'd want to do, at least in the Crucible. Here in this gameplay you can see me just trying these 2 weapons out and trying to see just how these perks interact, and I mean it's definitely interesting. Although it is quite limiting because if you do want to use these two weapons properly as they're meant to be used, then obviously you can't switch away from the sidearm Drang, but Sturm does also have its other exotic perk, which means that kills with any energy weapon increases Sturm's precision damage, which does sound quite good at first, but then you realise that it doesn't actually stack, and it doesn't really increase the precision damage that much. So as long as you get just one kill with your energy weapon, you get slightly increased precision damage with Sturm. Now, that's not to say that Sturm is necessarily a bad weapon. I actually do quite like it. I've been enjoying it for the time that I've been using it, because if you notice, it's actually a really high impact hand cannon. So it was actually doing quite a lot of damage in PvE. I might need some more time to play around this weapon in the Crucible and even a bit more in PvE just to test things out, and before, I can properly form an opinion on this weapon, but so far I kind of like it. If any of you guys have already got this weapon, or if once you do get this weapon, let me know what you think of it down in the comments. So anyway, that is how you get Sturm. As always, I do hope that you enjoyed the video and found it informative. Positive ratings are greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.